everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are here with another episode of Created, and Furnish It, the other one. I mean, I guess it's somewhat the same thing. Anyway, we are here with another episode of Furnish It, and this one was super special for me. I'm very proud of this build. I didn't completely furnish it, but I furnished the main points, I think, and I definitely think this would be fun to play in as well. I've decided I wanted to make Titan's Tower. I woke up a few days ago wanting to build this because I had a dream about it, and it was weird. I don't really understand it too well. But I was like, Teen Titans, it's amazing. Because I really missed the old series of Teen Titans back from when I was a kid. I just remember it very fondly, and that the tower was like one of my favorite things about it because it was just so different, and there were so many different rooms in it, and I definitely did not get them all in here like I had hoped I would, but I think I definitely portrayed it pretty well otherwise. In the beginning I started with the garage, and then I moved to the gym, and now I'm making a medical bay because I didn't know what to do. I had an extra floor that I didn't initially plan on because the tower looked really weird without like the basement level. So I did take liberties with the outside and the landscaping and stuff, and I didn't do any of that on camera because it was a lot of work, and even then I ended up ruining it by moving the lot. So I did not put the rocks back where I had placed them, but I think it still looks pretty good nonetheless, so pretty proud of it. But yeah, we decided, I decided to make a medical bay because I figured they would have one. I mean, logically speaking, I feel like they would have like a lab area. So I put one of those in and put some of like the chemical analyzers and weird random sciencey things that I found from Get to Work, I think it was, into the build. So yeah, I don't know. My favorite thing about this is the fact that I made their bedrooms, but they're in like super small scale, so they're not super big. I don't know, it's weird. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the gnome room. I totally made a gnome room. I wanted to make their evidence room, and it started off as a gnome room, and then I go and change that later. I kind of want to put the gnome room back. I don't know. I don't think I will. The gnome room was pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I made, let's see here, I made the garage, I made the gym, I made the medical bay, I made the evidence room, in quotations, because I couldn't really do it as well as I wish I could have. All I remember from the evidence room is Mad Mod's hat, I think it was his hat, and Control Freak's remote. That's the only two things I remember out of that entire room. Not that we see it very often anyway in the series, but I had fun with it. I did this in I think 4 parts or something like that. So I jumped back and forth between rooms and stuff like that. So I added a benches to the gym and added a bit more to the gym just to make it feel more, I guess, I don't want to say lived in because that's not really what I mean, but less empty, because it felt very empty in the middle area. And it was weird. So I added some benches and a towel and a basketball, and I think I ended up adding a basketball hoop as well. I just moved some stuff around and added a basketball hoop because I thought that would be cool. And I mean, with the building being as tall as it is, it kind of fits alright. And I placed a bunch of yoga mats to make it look like a training mat. Because, I mean, they fight bad guys, so it made sense to me. The medical bay, I don't think I do much else with, other than change out the beds for, exam tables and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh yeah, lights exist, and I was like, okay, I need to put lights in this build. But anyway, I don't know, I'm doing a cast of all the characters, too. And not just the main characters. I'm gonna do Tara and Jinx and Gizmo maybe, and things like that. And I might even make rooms for them, just as older teens kind of thing. I don't know, it's interesting because I can picture them as adults here as well. Like I could see, like, take away like the fact that they're superheroes and they have these magical powers kind of a thing. And I could see like Starfire being a painter, and Robin being a detective, and Raven being a writer, and Beast Boy being a DJ, and Cyborg being like a scientist slash computer tech kind of guy. So it's kind of interesting to see. And I think I had surprisingly I had the most fun making the bedrooms, and especially like Starfire's bedroom. Their bedrooms are pretty small in this build just so it would fit properly. In hindsight, I could have probably used space I didn't use, which is like the second wing. I could have used the second wing as a way to put more bedrooms in and such, or like bigger bedrooms, but I didn't do that because I didn't think about that until after the fact. But that gives you guys like 6 rooms or so to put in your favorite characters, so I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in the evidence room after the fact. I was placing like frogs and all like the collectible things you could find and such. I thought it was pretty cool. And I ended up placing a ton of food pictures. I have no idea why, but I thought they were pretty, so I'm like, I'm gonna put these on the wall. But yeah, I don't know. I keep saying I don't know. I need to stop doing that. Anyway. And that. I need to stop saying anyways. Those are things that I'm gonna try to not say. Yes, is another thing. Now I'm just rambling. Oh dear. This is one of the longer voiceovers, I suppose. I guess that's why I'm a little nervous and rambly about it. I don't really know what to talk about, because I could talk about the build, but I feel like that would get boring, and then I could talk about the show, but my brain is like having like a total blank and what to talk about. Like, I guess I can do my favorite moments from the show, but most of my favorite moments is the gigantic arc near the end of it with Raven and her father Trigon. So, like that's my favorite. And my favorite character is Starfire too. So, I mean, Starfire is a close second. Like, I love the friendship between Raven and Starfire. It's super cute and adorable. And like when they had the episode where they had to switch body, or like they switched bodies somehow and had to save everyone, and it was like they had to learn how to use each other's powers. That was my favorite. Yes, that was my favorite moment. Oh my goodness. Let me know what your favorite moments from Teen Titans was, because I really want to know. Like, I have so many fond memories of the show, and I'm just like, I want to watch it now. I'm gonna go, guys, and I'm gonna go watch this. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of, like, I'm pretty sure the video is a bit delayed for some reason, so what I'm watching back is not actually gonna be where I'm at in the voiceover, so I think I might just stop talking about the build in, like, the moment kind of thing. But I do remember that I was, oh, hi stomach. I don't know if you can hear that, but my stomach decided it was just gonna gurgle. Bad stomach. I guess that's what I get for doing this before breakfast. Now what do I want for breakfast? Okay, anyway, let's not talk about food. Well, then again, right now, for me, I'm looking at the kitchen. I don't know if this is what you guys will be seeing, but I'm looking at the kitchen that I built. And I actually think I built it almost from memory, because I didn't look at any reference pictures. I built all of this on memory. And honestly, it's not too hard, but I remember the kitchen being blue for some reason, but I think that might just be because of the blue mold that was in the fridge and on the dishes, and because their kitchen's a disaster. But I did add a lot of like things into their main command room thing that aren't actually there, like bookshelves, and I think I had a fish tank, and I had a staircase in there to lead up to the roof because I was like, I don't know where to put this. And I had like a chess table, and I had a arcade thingy. There's like 3 computers in there with like the spy desk, and I finally used one of the big TVs from the movie Hangout Pack, which made me super happy. But yeah, and I had a food bowl, and I think I had a pet thingy, a toy chest. But I didn't add a pet bed to Starfire's room, which in hindsight I should have. But I'm gonna make Silky. I don't know if any of you would remember Silky, but Silky's like the worm thing that in Starfire is like, it's a pet! Oh my gosh, speaking of Starfire, I really wanted to put a mustard bottle in her room. because she drinks mustard, and it's weird in an endearing kind of way. I do know that like the bedrooms took me a little bit because I was like, I had to think about what their rooms would translate to into The Sims. So for Ravens, I use like an older looking bookcase, and I give her a meditation stool, and I give her a journal because, like I said, I think she would be a writer in this scenario, because obviously we can't have superpowers in The Sims, or at least not in the fantastical way of Teen Titans. So I gave her like a bunch of book related things, and I actually think I put like a file in each of their rooms, like somewhere, like as like a case file kind of thing, because I feel like all of them would be detectives kind of thing. I really want to do like a series where like they go and solve mysteries kind of thing, but that's like Scooby-Doo, so we're not gonna ooh, a totally new idea. Anyway, yeah, I think Raven would be a writer and like a wellness kind of freak a little bit. Well, freak isn't the right word, but it's the word I'm gonna use. She would definitely be that, and I think she would probably more than likely become a journalist, or maybe she would be an author. I'm not too sure. I think she would be an author, but she'd also like have a journalist career, so she'd probably go down both branches in The Sims. And then I think I make Cyborg's or Beast Boy's room. I think I made Beast Boy's room next after hers, because I was like, I want to put them next to each other, and I forgot to put them next to each other. Go me. Cause like I have two ships in the show. I have Beast Boy and Raven, and I have Robin and Starfire, which obviously the Robin and Starfire one actually happens, but you know, that's okay. But the Raven and Beast Boy one is just a bunch of speculation and probably a bunch of fan fiction. I don't know. Anyway, this is turning very rambly. But yeah, I really like the idea of Raven being with Beast Boy, because he just wants to make her laugh and wants to, like, her to, you know, show some emotion, but she's like, I can't. And then, like, when they go inside her head, she actually thinks he's funny, and it's adorable. Anyway, I also connect really well with Raven, and I feel like Beast Boy is a lot like my boyfriend, because he likes to, you know, joke around and pick on me, so that's the thing. Now I'm getting all, like, sentimental and stuff. Oh dear. Running away now. I don't know really what's happening with my video editor, because as I'm watching the playback, it's taking forever to get to, like, the transitions. I think I forgot to fix one of the transitions, so hopefully that'll work. But I forgot, Beast Boy's room is totally a disaster. I totally made it a disaster. And I made him a DJ, because I remember vaguely that he had an obsession with music, so yeah, he's like gaming and DJ kind of things. I think it worked out pretty well. And I like it. I think his room and Starfire's were like my favorite. I don't know why. They're just very full of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I made his room a disaster. It was fun. It's fun making messy rooms. I used so many posters for his room, and I was just like, I'm gonna throw all of this on the walls. And I think I did the same thing for Starfire's. But everyone else really doesn't have anything on their walls, because I was like, I don't know anything about you. Not really. I do plan on making their rooms in bigger scale if you guys are totally up for that, because I think that I could do a lot more with a little bit of a bigger spacing. And I definitely could portray the character a bit more in the sense of, like, the way I see them in The Sims, for sure. Like, with Beast Boy being like a DJ and a gamer, and Cyborg being like a scientist, computer tech kind of guy. And that's when I found the medical bed. I forgot about that. I was gonna put it in Cyborg's room, because he doesn't actually have a bed, technically. In the show, he has like that weird thing he plugs himself into, and yeah. But I decided to actually give him a bed, because he's a sim technically, so he's not a robot in this one, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. And I put a mini microscope on top of his bookcase. I have no idea why I was possessed to do that, but the microscope is so big that I was like, I'm not gonna put this anywhere And so I miniaturized it and put it on top of a bookshelf. That's what I'm seeing right now anyway. I don't know what you guys are seeing, so that's fun. I had a hard time picking a wallpaper for his room too, now that I think about it. And then Starfire's, I had a lot of fun with her. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm super excited. If you haven't seen it already. I don't know where this video is going at the moment. So, like, I'm like 2 minutes ahead with the voiceover, I believe. So what you're seeing is not actually what I saw. It's very confusing. But yeah, I don't know. I made all of their rooms, and then I think I added a rocket ship to the roof, and then I was like done. Because I didn't decorate the hallways because I really wasn't sure what to do with them, because in the show they don't really do anything with the hallways or the roof. Not too much. But again, things I can improve on in the future, and I think, yeah, I think that's all I did for furnishing. I went and messed with a few things. I had a lot of fun though, and I really did enjoy this build, so it works out well, I think. I did actually put screenshots at the end of this video too, so you guys will definitely get to see like pictures of each of the things. Though I have to say, taking pictures is a lot harder than I thought it was. I didn't really expect it to be super hard, but it was. And I was like, why is this so difficult? So some of the pictures might look a little wonky. And I actually didn't put a lot of effort into the bathroom. I forgot about that too. But that's because it's a bathroom. You can't put that much effort into the bathroom. Let's be honest here. And oh my goodness, I forget a lot of things when I'm rambling in these things. But yeah, I don't know. What was your guys' favorite like character from Teen Titans? What was your favorite episode? Or what was your favorite villain? My favorite villain was Slade, just because he had such a huge influence throughout the whole series, and he was very he thought like 5 steps ahead, and it kind of makes me giggle because I'm obsessed with like the CW superhero shows like Arrow and Flash and Supergirl and stuff like that, so it makes me giggle when I think about Slade in the cartoon, because it's totally not the Slade in the shows now. But yeah, anyway, distracted by superheroes and things. I love superhero shows. I was like that weird kid that really liked the superhero shows. Though I did grow up liking like Digimon and Pokemon and Power Rangers. I had an obsession with Power Rangers. I have no idea where it came from, but I had an obsession like around the time like the Ninja Storm season was going on. And then like Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and then what was the one after that? I think it was SPD, and then I quit watching after that because I grew out of it. I totally just, I don't know, random Power Rangers thing, I guess. But I am gonna cut off here, you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what your favorite memories from Teen Titans were, and I will see you in like the cast videos for all of the characters, because I'm definitely gonna do that. It's gonna be super fun. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!